Hi, I'm David Council from Inferno Marketing and Design, and welcome to another Insider Marketing Secret. Now, in a moment, we're going to talk about handling complaints, especially complaints that come through on social media. But before we do that, let me ask you, do you know someone else who could use some help with their advertising and marketing? How about this? How about you share this podcast with them? It's absolutely free and you'd be doing them a favor. Really, send them an email now. Let them know that the podcast exists. Remember, there's two ways that you can subscribe to the podcast. You can either do it through our website, really quite easy, and we'll email it out each week, or the other way, which I think is the best way, and that is to subscribe through the iTunes store. Just go to the iTunes store, put in Insider Marketing Secrets, up will pop, you can subscribe there, it comes to your mobile device every week, absolutely free. Doesn't get much better than that. Okay, let's get into the Insider Marketing Secret on handling complaints. Now, I was prompted to do this because I was in a store the other day and there was a customer that was complaining to one of the staff members. And when I say complaining, they were going off their nut, really being truly unreasonable. But the staff member was doing all of the right things. And that made me think about Facebook trolls and social media trolls, because that's how most of us encounter complaints these days. So I thought it'd be appropriate to have a look at the Insider Marketing Secrets on handling people who are complaining, tough customers. You know, there's a number of ways that you can do it. And first and foremost is just show respect and courtesy. No matter what the customer's attitude is, just be respectful and courteous. Because a lot of the time, people are just really venting. They want to be heard. Your customer is upset with the situation. They're not upset with you personally. You should always listen and be patient with them. Don't interrupt them. It's harder to do that on social media, but that's probably one more for in person. You know, let them have their say and then say something. Don't interrupt them. Always apologize for the problem and empathize with the customer's feeling. Because as I said, at the heart of every problem is recognition that the problem actually exists. We've all been in situations where the way that people want to react is to push back. You know, it can be confronting, it can be personally insulting, and sometimes, you know, you go into defense mode. You don't need to do that. Just empathize with what it is that they're saying to you. You've got to remain calm and you've got to avoid arguing. Do not get pulled into an argument when dealing with this sort of situation. The best thing to do actually is to ask for details. That way you can steer the conversation away from emotions, because while ever the argument is emotional, that person is not hearing what you're saying. So you've really got to take the emotion out of it and get the details down. Try and use positive language, you know, language that promotes cooperation, you know, things like, well, let's see what we can do. That way the customer knows that you're in a mode that is trying to solve their situation, and involve the customer in finding that fair solution. You know, don't be afraid to ask them, well, what do you think is fair? You're not promising that you will do it. You're just asking, what do you think is fair? If you get frustrated or angry, take a deep breath. Stay committed to solving and resolving the situation. And finally, establish trust. Make sure that you keep your word. If you say you're going to do something, then do it. Because if you don't, that will become a festering sore that will just carry over. We all know word of mouth is great advertising. Well, word of mouth can be bad advertising too, because when one person starts to complain, especially in social media, you'd be surprised at how many of their friends all of a sudden, who have never said anything, never made a complaint, come out of the woodwork to stack on and jump on board as well. I've got a few phrases here that might help you with calming the situation. For example, I'm sorry for your inconvenience. That's a very powerful one. What can I do to help make you happy? Or how about, no wonder you're feeling frustrated. Another good one, please just tell me what happened. How can I help you? Also good. Let them know that you value their business. Say something like, look, we value your business, so we want to resolve this quickly for you. I appreciate what you're saying. That's a good one. What about good old-fashioned yes? Fantastic. Another thing you can say, especially when you're being confronted by someone in the shop, is, look, let me write this down so I've got it right. Another great one, I'm sure we can find a solution to this problem. Or how about, no problem. Another good one, let's get this resolved. Or, I'd be glad to do that. You know, if you say, I'd be glad to do that, where are they going to go? It really takes the steam out of their argument. Another good one, we'll make this right. Or how about, I'll find out how to make this right for you right now. Help me with some details so that we can start fixing this. Also a good one. Or how about a good empathy one? I can see why you feel that way. Or I agree. Don't be afraid to agree. If something has gone wrong and you can see that it's clearly gone wrong, say, I agree. How about, what do you think is a fair way to settle this? Or how about, let me see if I understand this clearly. Let them know, I'm here to help you. What about just saying, you're right? Give them positive affirmation straight away. You could also say, I'm going to get to work on that immediately. Or how about, I see what you mean. Look, this is an oldie but a goodie. What about, thanks for bringing this to our attention. They're all great ways to try and calm the situation, and that's what you want to try and get to. Anyway, that's the insider marketing secret on handling complaints. If you have customers that are complaining and you're looking for some help with that, or looking for some help with your advertising and marketing so you can talk to your customers about the benefits of your business, not about the bad things about your business, how about giving us a call here at Inferno Marketing and Design? Or for that matter, send me an email and I'll give you a call. Until next time, with some more insider marketing secrets, I'm David Council from Inferno Marketing and Design, and I look forward to talking to you about your advertising and marketing in the very near future.